What's up, everybody? So I want to talk about the incident that happened on the United Airlines flight where a customer was forcefully removed after he refused to give up his seat because they randomly selected four passengers to give up their seats after no one volunteered. And this guy said that he was a doctor and that he had to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. the next, 6 a.m. the next morning. And the other three people left, and this guy says, "Look, I can't get off this flight because I have to go to my destination." And this is the video that went viral. They basically, yoked this guy up out of his seat and, dragged him down the aisle. So, this guy's screaming. They're basically, pulling him out of his seat. Man, that is crazy. And they basically busted his lip so the guy's bleeding. And, yeah. United Airlines, I'm not saying that they're going to go out of business because of this video, but they're going to lose a lot of money and a lot of customers because one thing that a lot of people don't like is that a lot of these airline companies, they feel like they can treat their passengers and their customers however they want. And it's like, look, the customers are what keep you in business, and you can't treat your customers like that. You can't just be yoking them out of their seat because you have staff members who need to have seats to go to their next destination. And look, I understand that a lot of these airline companies overbook their flights because people cancel. But you have to also keep in mind that a lot of people, when they book a flight, they do it months in advance, and they have everything worked out to where if they miss their flight, then they might miss, going on a vacation. In the case of myself, I've been on two cruises where I've flown out of either the Akron Canton Airport or the Cleveland Airport and then usually it goes to like Atlanta or whatever, and then it goes to Fort Lauderdale. And look, I'd be upset if I booked the flight and then they said, "Oh, well, we're overbooked. You have to come back the next day, and we'll have a flight ready for you." And I think that's BS because if that would happen to me, then I would miss my entire vacation. But in the case of this guy, he's a doctor. He has to be at the hospital to help his patients. And you can't just be throwing people off the plane like that, man. And United Airlines, I've probably been on like maybe 24 flights or whatever. And I think I've been on United Airlines like twice. And I remember the one time I was on a United Airline flight, I had a somewhat poor experience or a bad experience or whatever. But I would say the airline that I usually don't run into any issues when I fly is Delta. And as of now, that's all I fly is Delta because other airlines, they'll make it so you can't even sit next to your like your spouse or whoever you're flying with, and I don't like that at all. And then it's like stuff like this is why people just want to drive places because an airplane is much quicker, but who wants to be in an uncomfortable seat for 3 to 4 hours in some cases, and have to deal with all this nonsense, and sometimes it might just be better to drive somewhere. But yeah, United Airlines is just screwed itself because this video is went viral. I mean, people are talking about this like crazy. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think about this. I know if I was that guy, I would be pissed off beyond belief. Tell me what you guys think United Airlines should do and what that guy should do. So that's all I have to say. Peace.